Shalom, and welcome to another installment of Apostles of GMS, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Today's topic is going to be entitled Judgment upon Israel. And pretty much the reason why I'm, giving it that title is because of this incident that happened down south at this AME church, Emmanuel AME church. I'm going to go into the history of it, of the church and all that. And then we're going to go into the story. We might show maybe a clip or two of the news article and the interviews and so forth. And basically we're going to go into the scriptures, and dissect, why that thing happened. All right?
This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 13. Then said I, Lord, power, behold, the prophets say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall you have famine, but I will give you a short peace in this place. So basically, you had this pastor that was there at that church, and that's what these pastors are saying, that you're going to have a short peace. All you have to do is accept Jesus in your life, as they call him in these churches, and you have everlasting life, you have peace, this and that and the other.
And the main reason why they got killed up too, because I don't know what, I have my own theories as to what really went down dealing with MK Ultra and mind control, and whether there were other people in there, because he's so-called, he reloaded, shot, reloaded 5 times and shot them people, but nobody hit him in the head with a chair, nothing like that. They didn't show the inside of the church, the bloody mess. So we don't know what really happened, but we will know, based upon the alternative media, guys like Alex Jones, Christopher Green, Michael Rivero, which he actually spoke on it. But you keep watching these alternative news stations, and you find out what's going on, because we don't have to do all that work to dig. We let them do it. Let them people do that, man. Adabu 7, whether they're inside or not, they're going to give part of the truth, and lies are going to be mixed in with the truth. All right? So like I said, we're going based on what the news is saying. That he went in there, they opened the door, he sat down for an hour, then he got up, he said, but you blacks are raping our woman and doing all of this, and you taking the country, and I'm going to kill all y'all, I mean, when he said that, you mean they were sitting there? They probably were. I'm going to say this, man. Them jakes down south are backwards and slow, man. And I'm not saying all of them. Because we have brothers that have woken up that are from down south, and they're obviously not backwards and slow. But the majority of them jakes down there are backwards and slow. I've been down there, man. You be down there too goddamn long, you want to rush back to New York, man. There's a different vibe down there. They smiling for the white man and opening the door for whitey, And you might see me do that. I might be walking, I might be in a good mood or something, and a cracker might be behind. I'll open up the door and give him a smile. Hey, how you doing, cracker? I mean, I won't say that, but I'll open the door and all that, because the scriptures say if it at all possible, be peaceful to all men. So you try to go with the flow, Now in your spirit, that he's an Edomite, that he's a devil. He's going into slavery. It ain't like I'm kissing that man's ass, but I'm playing that role. You got to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. That's why you don't see no spike armbands on us with the spikes on it. That's Antichrist right there. That goes against the spirit. Now I said Antichrist. Don't play on that. See, he said Christ. I'm using that word that we understand, Antichrist or anti-Yahushai. All right? It says, be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. You don't have to go around with spiked armbands on. All right? because that's not coming in the spirit of Yahushua, as Nate would say, Christ. And the reason why they got shot up, if they actually got shot up, is because they were going in the spirit of Christ. And see, when you put up that word Christ, then that means you're a Christian. Now you got Nate trying to say that we're basically Christian Hebrews. No. To know who a Christian is based on the fact whether he says the word Christ. If you say the word Christ, yeah.
I think it was a woman's pastor too. I think.
Well, they had pastors up in there too. Well, you had the pastor, which he was a state senator.
Yeah.
All right, and then you had a couple of women. They were like pastors or deacons and speakers. First of all, the Most High was not with that church whatsoever. Yahushua was not hovering over that church. He was not in this church. He was not in those people's minds. And those people didn't even know who the enemy was. And then after they got shot up, you got all these old backwards niggas talking, I'll still forgive you. And the Lord be with you. And may God have mercy on your soul. But I forgive you. Because when he came to the door, you probably thought that was Christ. I'm going to use the word Christ. You probably thought it was Christ. And then I think that's Christ. I think Christ came to visit us.
Yeah, you let him sit there.
And he said, don't say nothing, that's Christ. But that's why you got shot up. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, there you go, brother. Yeah. Okay, I think you might have something.
Okay, Khan, this is Job 4:7. It says, remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Yeah, so if them parishioners that got shot up in that church, if they were righteous, then why did they get shot up like that? You know, now they're in the spirit world. If you're a righteous man, the Most High is going to look after you. So obviously that shows you that them parishioners that Most High with that church shit or with worshiping Christ, you know?
I got this is Jeremiah 1:16, right? And we know Jeremiah constantly cursed Israel. Jeremiah 1:16. And I will utter my judgments against them, touching all their wickedness, who have forsaken me, and have burned incense unto other gods. Cesare Borgia, in their church, they showed it. Caesar, Cesare Borgia, the so-called white Christ, was all up in that church. And you niggas, that's who y'all worship. So that's burning incense to another god. Y'all worship in the image of Caesar Borgia, man. Cesare Borgia. Y'all didn't have the image of a so-called black man up there. So all them goddamn backwards Uncle Tom country niggas was down there worshiping Esau, man. Then you're going to let the cracker come up in the midst of your goddamn church, man. Some little goddamn bugged out cracker, man. A whole big-ass cathedral full of niggas, and you got this one bugged out cracker sitting there, and nobody will go pay them, man. No, you have no security. Nobody said, look, what you doing here, man? You first of all, you got to be a member of this congregation to be up in here, man.
If they knew the scriptures, they would know that he was an Edomite and that he was a devil. And you wouldn't allow the devil up into your church, man. You know?
Hey, I'm going to finish this
So
up.
you didn't know what was going on.
That's right. So y'all got what y'all got, man. You get what you get. And I will utter my 16. I'm going to read it again. And this is Yahweh Shem Yahushua speaking. And you know something else? I'm going to just throw this out there. Nate, you guys are next, man. Real soon you're going to hear about you guys getting it, man.
Where was that? They got one a couple months ago.
Yep. You wicked Israelite niggas with your little schools and churches. Somebody going to come, Lord willing, the Most High may send death in there, man. It might be the so-called white man again himself. It might be Bubble-Eyed Blackfish, because you guys say that the white man could make it. Bubble-Eyed GOCC, y'all got Edomites up in your congregation, right? And I will utter, Jeremiah 1:16, and I will utter my judgments against them. That's what you saw. So for all you watching this, that's what y'all saw the other day. That was the Most High, Yahushua uttering judgment. Okay, and using Esau to do it. And touching all their wickedness, and I know them niggas is in there eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. Some of them probably smoke cigarettes, but they call that a house of God, man. That's what this is the answer to why that happened. And I will utter my judgments against them, touching all their wickedness. And them niggas are wicked as hell, who have forsaken me, because they don't know the name of the Lord. They wasn't teaching that in that church. They had the Caesar Borgias up in there, man. You forsook the Most High, so you got death for it, man. And have burned incense unto other gods and worshipped the works of their own